All right, right now I am joined by Mike Reed, aka Yes Indeed Reed. He is undefeated now, 19-0. He's a top 20 ranked U.S. Super lightweight. Just coming off of a win here last month at the Garden Theater up in New York. Mike Reed, man, how you feeling after the big win last month?
Man, I'm feeling good. I believe I did everything that I wanted to do in the fight, and getting a explosive 6 round knockout. I think my fans came out and showed love. I think the Puerto Ricans, they're starting to know my name. They're starting to like me. Starting to have a nice fan base with them as well. So I think all in all, we had a good turnout.
Yeah, as you defeated here Abraham Cordero here, like you said, 6 round TKO. Did he really offer anything in those rounds that you weren't really prepared for, or was it kind of like what you thought was going to happen and it just kind of played into your hands?
Well, we knew going into the fight that he was a long guy. Watching the videos of him, we couldn't get his height down pat because you really couldn't tell if he was tall or if he was short. You just knew he had long arms, and then we did box back on him, and he, like I said, nothing came up. So, but we knew, he was going to be a taller guy with long arms, and that's what that's what he posed. He was very long. I had to kind of adjust going into the fight, especially in the first round, probably first 2 minutes. I think he was actually winning the first round until I caught him with a big shot and scored the knockdown.
Yeah, so pretty much once you're able to kind of figure out that distance, and like you said, that's hard to gauge when you're not looking at somebody in the ring. But once you're able to get that figured out, you were able to pretty much make I don't want to say light work because I don't want to disrespect a fighter like that, but you were able to pretty much take control and do your thing to get the win. Now, like you said, man, you were up there in New York. It was Puerto Rican Day weekend. How was that energy up in New York that whole weekend that you were up there for your bout?
It was electric, man. I knew what to expect because last year I fought on Puerto Rican Day Parade, and also I know the crowd that Felix Verdejo brings, and then I know Rocky Martinez was on the card as well. So I knew Top Rank had a lot of Puerto Rican natives that was going to be out there, and Puerto Ricans, they all support their own. And it was like I said, it was electric the whole weekend. And with my team, we kind of did a stunt. I always wear Yes Indeed Reed shirt into the fight and into the ring. And our Yes Indeed was in Spanish, so that's kind of something cool that we did for this fight to show that we want their support as well.
Well, this is like you said. This is now 2 years in a row you've had the opportunity to fight up in New York during that weekend. Is that something going forward that if it's available and Top Rank throws it out there and there's a spot for you, is that something that you'd jump on and want to be a part of that weekend and that energy again every year you can?
Always. It's kind of like Cinco de Mayo. You don't really want to miss out on those big events because traditionally speaking, those are big boxing weekends. And you just don't want to miss out on those events if you have the opportunity to actually fight in that event.
And one thing that has happened here over the last 2 years, this now the second chapter of your career, if you will, you fought a lot more out of the DMV area, the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, and you're now going out a lot more on the East Coast, and you've had a fight even out in Vegas and in Nebraska as well. Is that something that you want to have your reach go out further here, especially as you progress and you go from being a prospect to a contender, that you want to go to different markets and show the fans who Yes Indeed Reed is?
That's the main thing I want to do, and that all starts with being signed with Top Rank. And as an amateur, I fought all over the United States, all over fought a couple of overseas tournaments as well. But as a pro, I didn't have the big promotional backing early on. Not having that big promotional backing early on kind of made me stay local. And I started to get discouraged about it, but we were dealing with a good promoter at the time in Keystone Boxing, and now we're dealing with Top Rank. And Top Rank is pretty much the best promoter out here. They've been doing it for a long time, and they know how to build superstars, not just their world champions. You look at all of our generation's superstars. They all had some type of dealings with Tom Brady. If you look at even Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, pretty much Miguel Cotto, the list goes on and on about who top ranked. Oscar De La Hoya, they've been proven to build not only world champions, but like I said, superstars.
Now, it's funny you say that because this is actually going to lead into my next question. Another top-ranked stablemate of yours, Terrence Crawford, is going to fight here a couple of weeks in Las Vegas against Victor Postol. How do you look at that fight playing out? Because these guys could be future opponents for you at some juncture in your career.
They can be. Right now, currently, Terrence Crawford is actually my favorite fighter. So I'm going to go with Terrence Crawford. And I think I'm not comparing Terrence Crawford to Floyd Mayweather, but a little of what you see at Floyd Mayweather's option as far as his adjustments. Floyd Mayweather is great because of the adjustments that he makes. Terrence Crawford has proven to have the same ability to make adjustments on the fly in mid-fight and his opponent not be able to adjust with him. You can look at the Gamboa fight. It was a good fight until Terrence Crawford made the adjustment. Even his last fight, it was a good fight until Terrence Crawford made the adjustment. And I think he's going to continue to give people problems switching from orthodox to southpaw.
Now, it's funny you say that, fighters being able to make adjustments. Do you think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, that being a boxer and having a high boxing IQ is the main thing is you have to be able to adjust in a fight? Is that something that you think can be taught to a fighter, or is that something that either you can pick up and you can do or you can't?
I actually believe it goes both ways. I think as a trainer, you not only teach the guy how to be a boxer, but you teach him, how to train himself as well. And I think you kind of, how can I say it? You teach the boxer to be a student of the game, and being a student of the game, he'll be able to pick up his own tricks and trades of the game, and that's how you get high boxing IQ. Now, some people just have the reflexes and they just know boxing IQ, and there's different ways to have boxing IQ, but I think it goes hand in hand. Like I said, it goes on the fighter to actually want to be open to learn, and it goes on the trainer to be a good teacher and have his student be able to someday be a teacher as well.
Absolutely. Now, something else I kind of want to get your opinion on that I saw that broke in the news today. We've got two pros who have actually qualified for the Rio Olympics. Nadam is one of them, and I forget the other gentleman who's qualified. Now, someone such as yourself who had an extensive amateur background, is that something that you really can see a pro should get that opportunity to fight in the Olympics, or is that something that we should be strictly left to the amateurs, and once you turn pro, you relinquish your chance to be in the Olympics?
Honestly, because I was an amateur for about 10 years, and I was so close to making the London Games in 2012, I lost in the semifinals of the Olympic trials by 1 point. So with me being so close to representing the country for the 2012 games, I think that's a chapter that I want to close on. I have no judgment of the fighters of the pro fighters that want to, represent their country and fight in the Olympic Games. But for us over here in the United States, like I said, the map has been, the plan has been mapped out to, you fight extensively in the amateurs, you try to make one Olympic team, and if you can, you turn pro. Or you try to make 2 Olympic teams, and if you can't, you turn pro. And like I said, I was so close. I was one of the favorites to make the team. I think, like I said, I wanted to close that chapter of my life, but I have no judgment of the fighters that want to go out and fight in the Olympics. However, I don't think that pro fighters will be successful in the Olympics at all.
Why do you think they won't be as successful in the Olympics as compared to like you said, amateurs who've been doing this for years.
Well, I mean, like I said, the pro game is slowed down a lot, and you pick your shots more. Even though the headgear is taking off in the Olympics now, it's still you only have 3 rounds. You know, you only have 3 rounds to score as many shots as you can. It's more technical, and I think that's why you see a lot of people with long, extensive amateur backgrounds be good pros because they are technical, and you get a lot more time to think. But I think being a good amateur can translate into being a good pro, but being a good pro won't translate into being a good amateur because their work rate is so high.
Makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world. Now, to another part of that, you know, a lot of sanctioning bodies have said, if you're a pro fighter and you're trying out for the Olympics or you make the Olympics, we're not going to put you in our rankings. We'll pretty much suspend you from fighting for our titles. You think that's something that's fair, or the sanctioning bodies should just kind of stay out of it and let these guys do what they want to do?
I think they should stay out and let them do what they want to do. But it's about the money. You know, you see guys like Amir Khan. You know, Amir Khan is a big money maker for, I don't know what the sanctioning bodies in boxing, WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF. He's a good money maker for them. So if he's taking all of his time and not fighting, that means he's not putting money in their pockets. And you know, so it's all about the money.
Look at you. You're 23. You've already realized that in boxing. You're already ahead of the curve. Because it takes a while for a lot of people to realize that. Like, it is about the money. You hit it right on the head, because if those sanctioning bodies can't get those fees from these fighters, then, you know, it's no good for them. So you're making all the sense in the world.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool for them to have the opportunity, but you got to look at both sides of it. I mean, if you was running the business, you wouldn't want your fighter or your employee to go out and do something else that can jeopardize him affecting your business. So I mean, you get it. I mean, well, I get it.
Absolutely. I mean, we kind of see that in with the NBA players who go and play on the Olympic teams. That, you know, some of the owners don't want their investment to go play for free and then possibly get hurt. We saw that a couple years ago with Paul George and breaking his leg.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Now, another thing we want to definitely touch on and give you some shine and some credit for and some love for is you were working with the youth here the last couple of weeks over in D.C. You know, a lot of programs, you know, hyping the Olympics and what have you, and working with the youth. How important is it for you to give back to your community and talk to the kids and show them there's a different way and a different light of athletes instead of what they may see on TV or hear about on TMZ? That there's actually a lot of good guys still in professional sports today.
It's very important because, like you said, we live in the social media era. So I have a 7-year-old nephew that has a cell phone, and you know he has access to the internet as well. So you know, like I said, he's 7 years old. I didn't get my phone until I was about 13, 14, and they see a lot more. They're exposed to a lot more, and that's positivity and negativity. And for some reason, the news like to put out a lot of negative things, and that's what the youth see. And me being a successful young fighter, they see me. They don't see a guy that's older. They can kind of relate to me. And them being able to relate to me, I actually can connect with them a little more, and they'll listen. And it feels good to give back. It feels very good.
Well, absolutely, man, because that's like you said, that's a good thing, because unfortunately we see too much of it on television, too much of the negativity anymore in the world, period. But it's good to have the kids have somebody in their ear who can tell them something good, something positive to make them smile and make them look forward to bigger things in life.
Absolutely, man. I mean, and like I said, with me being a local guy, they see my face, they see my face once, they see my face twice. Actually, I went to for 3 years, but I had to be a whole class, a whole graduating class that saw me for 3 years straight, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I think I started speaking when they were in the 6th grade, and they were in the 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, and they saw me, you know, grow.
Well, cool. Now, speaking of seeing you, man. Now, granted, you just fought here June the 11th. When is it? When as Top Ranks giving you kind of ideas when they may try to get you back? Are we looking at late summer, early fall?
Oh no, I'm fighting. Well, I would have to say, for me, I want to fight late summer. I want to fight like August, mid to early August. I would like to fight, but we don't know what Top Ranks has in store. Honestly speaking, I really wanted to fight when Terrence Crawford made the Postol card. We were pushing for that, but it didn't happen. So I'm in the gym now. I'm training 6 days a week, and just continuing to stay sharp and protect my craft.
Well, absolutely. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't get you on that card, but I mean, it's pretty stacked. I got to say, a lot of people are kind of being on the hinge about, should it be on pay-per-view, should it not be? If your boxing fans support it, I mean, that's the only way that these guys can continue to support the sport, So I'm gonna order it. I think it's actually gonna be a hell of a good fight. It could be one of the better fights of the year, and like I said, it's a stacked card. Too bad you're not on it, but Top Rank will definitely take care of you before the summer's out.
Of course, man. Top Rank, I love what they're doing for me. They're moving me right at the correct pace that I need to be moved at. With me being 23 years old, having 19 fights, I'm exactly where I need to be at this point in my career. So I give credit to them.
Well, absolutely. Well, Mike Reed, man, give a shout out to any of your sponsors, anything like that. You want to definitely make sure your people know you love them. So give them a shout out.
I just want to say, thanks for everybody that continues to follow me in my career. Early on in my career, I couldn't really fight without selling tickets, and I had to sell tickets over and over again. Every other month I was going to the same people that added and support me, and then after I was putting on good shows, some people just don't have it, and I just want to say thank you for supporting me and continuing to support me, because everywhere I go, I have at least 30 people come out with me, and it may not seem a lot, but we had 30 people flying out Vegas on a great meal at a fight weekend. That's awesome. So I want to say thanks to my family and friends that continue to support me.
Well, absolutely. And let the people know where they can follow you on Twitter so we can get that fight announcement once you get word.
Fight announcement, all social media is YesIndeed_Reed on Twitter, Instagram, Mike YesIndeedReed on Facebook, and we also have a Facebook fan page, which is Mike YesIndeedReed. So all four of those outlets, I'll be sure to post my next fight date and continue to see what I'm doing.
Well, absolutely. Well, Mike Reed, man, we appreciate you taking our time with us here at the Title Fight. Best of luck when we do see you here later this summer. Continue to train hard 6 days a week. My God. You're not even enjoying the summer, man. 6 days?
6 days. I can enjoy the summer when I can enjoy the summer. Right now, I'm in grind mode.
Well, I gotta respect that, my man. We'll definitely take it easy. We'll be keeping tabs on you. Best of luck going forward, and continue to show the champion within spirit, man, that you have.